All right, let's talk about social media. We're going to completely flip the script on how you think about it. It's time to stop thinking like you have a megaphone and start thinking like you have a map. We're going to get into building real, actual connections. Let's dive in.
So I want you to be honest for a second. Take a look at what you're doing on social media right now. Does it feel like you're just shouting into the void, just broadcasting your message out there and kind of crossing your fingers, hoping someone, anyone, is listening? If that sounds familiar, hey, don't sweat it. It's probably the single most common mistake people make.
So first up, let's talk about what I call the megaphone mistake. We need to break down exactly why this approach, which seems so logical, is pretty much guaranteed to not work.
Okay, so the old way of thinking was the megaphone, right? A one-way broadcast. You just push content out. But that's not how it works anymore. The reality of social media today is this: a community ecosystem. It's this living, breathing, interconnected web of two-way conversations. If you treat your Instagram or your TikTok account like a 30-second TV ad, you're just going to get ignored.
So if it's an ecosystem, what's it actually made of? Well, it's made of online communities. And look, a community is not just your follower account. It's a group of real people who are actively talking to each other, sharing stuff and creating things around an interest they all share. They've got their own inside jokes, their own unwritten rules, a genuine sense of belonging. And here's the key. You're not just talking at them, you have to participate with them.
But to participate the right way, you have to do some detective work. You got to crack the community code. You see, every single platform has its own set of rules, its own culture. And if you want to succeed, you've got to learn to speak the local language.
And this quote, this is the perfect way to think about it. I absolutely love this analogy. Every platform is a different party with a totally different vibe and its own dress code. The stuff you'd say at a formal, buttoned-up LinkedIn gala is going to get you some seriously weird looks at the messy, chaotic, super casual TikTok barbecue. That dress code is what we're going to call community logic.
So let's break that down, right? Instagram is like that glossy party. It's all about looking good, it's polished, it's beautiful, very aesthetic. TikTok, it's the polar opposite. It's the party in the backyard. It's all about raw, unfiltered, funny, and trend-chasing videos. A slick corporate ad just dies on TikTok. LinkedIn, of course, is the professional networking event where you share smart insights. And X, what we used to call Twitter, well, that's the fast-paced cocktail party. It's all witty one-liners and real-time reactions. You have to match the vibe of the party you're at.
And if you want to see a masterclass in this, oh man, you have got to look at Duolingo. Seriously. They didn't just show up on TikTok with shiny ads about learning French. No. They turned their mascot, Duo the owl, into this unhinged, self-aware character who was constantly jumping on viral trends and making inside jokes. See, they didn't market to the TikTok community. They became a beloved, hilarious member of it. And the result? Insane brand love and recognition, all without a massive ad budget.
Okay, but just understanding the vibe, the dress code, that's only half of it. To really become a mastermind at this, you have to see the hidden architecture underneath it all. We're talking about the network blueprint that decides how information actually travels.
First up, we've got the centralized network. You can think of this one like a spider web. All the information flows from just a few really powerful hubs at the center, and then spreads outwards to everyone else.
Instagram and YouTube are the perfect examples. Here, the whole game is dominated by massive accounts with millions of followers. So your strategy is pretty straightforward. You have to get those central hubs, the biggest influencers, the major media brands, to share your message. Think about Nike launching a new campaign with a superstar like Serena Williams. She's the hub. The second she posts, it cascades out to millions of people.
All right, next up we have the decentralized network. This one is all about community clusters. Instead of one big center, you have tons of smaller, independent groups, and the content flows within them.
This is the world of places like Facebook groups and Reddit. So how do you win here? It's not about getting one huge celebrity to post for you. The winning move is to plant seeds, to get your content into dozens of these smaller, super passionate niche communities. The beauty brand Glossier is famous for doing this. They didn't chase A-list celebrities. They found and empowered tons of micro-influencers in these little beauty forums and let them spread the word inside their own trusted circles.
And finally, we have the distributed or peer-to-peer network. This one's different. Here, every single user has basically the same amount of power, and content spreads directly from one person to another.
This is the hidden power of things like WhatsApp and DMs. Virality here isn't one big splashy broadcast. It's a million tiny individual moments of sharing. The absolute best example of this is Spotify's Wrapped at the end of the year. They don't need to pay influencers. They just create something that feels so personal and is so easy to share that millions of us just do it ourselves for free. It's pure user-driven virality.
So what happens when you combine this stuff? When you match the right community logic with the right network blueprint? Well, that's when you get the science of virality. And I mean science. It's not just random luck. It's a predictable chain reaction.
And here's how that chain reaction actually works. It starts small. You post something and your first few followers engage with it. If that initial engagement is high, it sends a signal to the algorithm to give it a little boost. And then the magic happens. Your content hits a bridge. That's an account that connects two different communities. They share it and boom, suddenly your post jumps from, say, the home cooking community over to the fitness community, and then it jumps again to the parenting community. That's the cascade effect. That's how things go viral.
Okay, enough theory. Let's make this real. Let's turn all this knowledge into action. This is your platform playbook, a guide to picking the exact right platform to get the job done.
Lens number 1, the buyer persona. First question you have to ask is, who are you trying to talk to? Are you trying to reach creative Krish, a college kid who loves funny memes and viral trends? Then you gotta be on TikTok. Or are you targeting executive Priya, a VP who's looking for industry insights? Well, you know she's spending her time on LinkedIn. You go where your audience actually lives. It's that simple.
Okay, lens number 2, the customer journey. Next question, what are you actually trying to achieve? What's the goal? If your goal is just pure top-of-funnel awareness, getting in front of as many new eyeballs as possible, then platforms like TikTok and Instagram Reels are your best friends. But if your goal is to drive an actual purchase, a conversion, then platforms with better shopping tools built in, like Instagram, are going to be much more effective. You match the platform to the job you needed to do.
And finally, you absolutely have to understand the algorithm. This is a total game changer. Think of it this way. Instagram is largely relationship first. The algorithm mostly shows you content from people you already follow and know. But TikTok is content first. It could not care less if you have 0 followers. If you make one great video that people love watching, its algorithm has the power to show it to millions. Understanding that difference fundamentally changes your entire strategy.
So, there you have it. That's the new playbook. Understand the party's dress code, see the hidden architecture of the network, and then pick your platform with surgical precision. The only question left is, are you ready to finally hang up the megaphone and actually start connecting?